Just as a bare plot of ground will grow weeds if left untended, your life will grow bad habits if you just leave it alone. That's why it's so important to actually farm, that is, cultivate good habits in your life. Last time we talked about the first step in getting rid of those bad habit weeds is to actually pay attention to which ones are the weeds. Pay attention to what your bad habits are. The next step in that process is to count the cost. Decide exactly how much each one of those bad habits is costing you, and that'll give you the motivation to push on through and completely get rid of it. Here's an easy way to do that. First of all, take out a blank sheet of paper and write the bad habit right at the top and circle it, just like you see that I've done here. I wrote in skipping class, but you might write in procrastination or whatever your bad habit is. Then, branching off from that, I want you to write consequences, immediate consequences of that. For skipping class, immediate consequences might be that the professor might notice, that I would have to call somebody later to find out what I missed, or that I might have to get the notes from somebody else. Now, from each one of those consequences, let's look for the next consequence in the chain, and we're going to build up a chain of consequences to get a full picture of the cost of what this bad habit does in our life. Here you can see I've added the chain of consequences. Let's start over on the far right hand side. I might have to get notes from somebody else, and I might not understand those notes as well as my own, which means more studying for me, which wastes time and money, and it also could cost me more time than just going to the class in the first place. What about this middle one? What if I had to call somebody else and find out what I missed? Well, they might not remember to tell me everything, and I might miss something key, which could lead to a bad test score, which could lead to me failing the course and me having to retake the entire class. Uh-oh, time and money again, plus it's embarrassing. So once you do this and you look at as many consequences as you can from this particular bad habit, you follow them out to their logical extent. If left unchecked, you begin to see what seemed like a small bad habit really can have huge consequences. You can see exactly what it's costing you in the long run. That will give you the motivation to push through and really get rid of that bad habit. Next time we'll be looking at the exact steps you need to take in order to get rid of that bad habit.